Michael, your keeper told us that it wasn't the prettiest, but you're going to take that, aren't you, and the clean sheet that came with it?
Yeah, without doubt. I think there's games when you have to do that and show different sides to the game, really. And I kind of expected, we had the first 4 games where the first, obviously, 4 wins in a row and some really good performances in there. And I kind of expected a little bit of a kind of period where we would have to find ourselves a little bit and find results. And what we did it to a point at West Ham, and we had to do it today. And that spirit, that sacrifice, that willingness to work for each other and as a team. I think the way we had to defend the box for the last spell of the game, everybody playing their part, and in the end a clean sheet, fantastic, and a great win for us. The
fact that you hadn't played for a while, did that affect the performance at all? It was a bit of a slog, wasn't it?
It was. It didn't really come easy for us tonight. It's a tough. I came to Everton for a long time, and when we come over here, it's always tough. And so I've never had an easy game. I've never had a game where it's all clicked. I don't think I can remember. So we expected a tough one tonight. Listen, when we played our last game is what it is, But the lads have trained really well actually, and we came in looking and feeling good about the game. It just was one of those nights for us, and it was a bit of a we had to dig deep. It was a bit of a struggle at times, but sometimes they're the best ones to win.
You used the word click there. 3 summer signings, they all clicked, didn't they, for the goal? Yeah,
it was a great move. We know we're capable of that. I think we've got players that can do that, and if we defend as a team and we put the work in, then we always feel we got a chance. The clean sheet was just as important as the goal, but it was a fabulous goal, brilliant from Mateus, defending well, changing in the transition, and Brian picks out the pass, and for Ben it's just a really confident, strong finish, which I liked. It was fantastic, delighted for him again. He's made an impact again, and he keeps doing it.
And what kind of impact is he going to make going forward? Has he done enough for you to maybe have a think about perhaps starting him from the top?
Yeah, listen, Ben's in a good place at the moment, and we've had some really good talks about it. And patience is one thing for him, and building him and help him grow as a player and develop him as a player here. And he's patient, and he understands that. He's going to be a big player for us for a long period of time. I'm sure of that. And so we got to manage that. We got some really good forward players, and he's made a big difference for us when he's been on the pitch. But that's obviously decisions as we move forward. But the balance has been good with the forward players, so we need to continue that.
Ben, the last time I spoke to you was a very late winner in front of the Stretford end. Not so late this time around, but a huge 3 points you've secured again.
Oh, yeah, it was really important for us to win this game. It was really difficult. We were fighting, they were fighting. It was really like 50-50 battle. But yeah, we managed it till the end and secured a win.
But this form that you're finding yourself in right now, you're coming off the bench, you're showing that impact. How close are you, do you feel, to making it from the start?
For me, it's just important. Whenever I come inside, I use my time. I try to help the team because that's why I'm here. If I get 5 minutes, if I get 90 minutes, doesn't really matter. It's just about showing and deliver if I possibly can. And I'm really happy with it.
But when you were watching from the bench, did you feel you were going to make another impact? Because it just seems so routine for you now.
I have belief in me, and so like players have as well. They know what they're gonna get when I arrive in the game, and then it's up to me to deliver, of course.
Which you did. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you so much.
Live now. Congratulations, Senna. Did your team have to work hard for that this evening?
I think that's what it was today, more about the hard work, about the defending togetherness. We know we didn't play our best, especially the first half. It was really difficult. And I think we have to be better on the ball. But then you can see if you work together, if you defend well, if you don't give goals away, then we have players on top who can make the difference. One flash, one counter, and then you can score. And if you keep the 0, then you can win away in this hard game. So I'm really happy today.
Were you confident that 1 goal might be enough? Were you confident that if the attackers did their work, that you'd be able to keep them out at the other end?
Of course, I always want to be confident. I think since the manager's in as well, we've been defending really well together, actually all season almost. So we knew, if me personally and the defense give us a chance, keep the 0, then we always have a chance to win, and that was the case today. like I said, it wasn't the prettiest one, but if you work that hard for it, sometimes it's the best one.
Hey Senna, good evening, Ed van der Sar. Congratulations with the win. Extremely important, of course, and I think also your role, the corners that were horrible, 8, 9, 10, 12 people around you and everything, so it was a big fight. But with your age, 23, first year in the Premier League, you're really dealing incredibly well with these circumstances, and a couple of good saves, good hands. The free kick in the first half, some shots in the second half, so compliments on your all-around game, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we knew it was going to be difficult. They're a really physical team, especially their defense is really big. So we knew that the corners and the set pieces were going to be really difficult. It's a strength of mine, so I'm happy I could help the team again today. In the end, it was a bit over the top for me personally, because I couldn't even be inside. I couldn't even be inside the goal. I had to be behind the line to come out. So I think that's a bit too much, but it's also difficult sometimes for the referees to see it. So I'm just really happy today that we could win and that I was important in it.
It's an increasing part of the game, isn't it? It's an increasing thing that goalkeepers are having to deal with, as you say there. You've got 10, 12 players around you. So what are you thinking about when that ball is coming in and the area is so congested?
Yeah, like you said, it's getting more and more difficult. Sometimes it's also, you can't be too much thinking about the players around you, because then you don't think about the ball. But it's also my defenders and my teammates who help me. They push around the attackers of them, so they create space for me a little bit. So I have the opportunity to come out on those crosses and punch it away. But it's getting more and more difficult.
For example, in the past you only had maybe 2 players around you, and whatever you could push them a little bit, so you had some space to come out. But this is you don't have a run up. You just stand there on the line. You have 6, 8, 12 people in front of you. So, and think you had some great punches to clear it, and 2 catches. So. Well done for your first year in the Premier League, man. And
also, Senna, you had to make a couple of saves. You had to stay sharp in the end. They were testing you out, I suppose, more from long range, but you had to have your wits about you here. Michael Keane first. It's a good save. You're seeing this? Mm. And Tyreek George as well. That one came with real power. And how important was it that you actually kept hold of it there, which you seem to do a lot?
Yeah, I like to take pride in it. They always say you have to protect yourself a little bit, but I feel like if I can keep the ball in that situation, I can help the defense out really much. So I'll take my chances, and on training also, I try to train on it to keep the ball there, not give second chances away, or as little as possible. So I'm happy that I could help the team in that way as well, with a couple of saves there.
And I have to say to you as well, Senna, watching this with Edwin van der Sar tonight, he's been really complimentary about you all night, not just to your face as well. But he has sort of said that personality-wise, you seem to be quite similar, because you're both pretty laid-back kind of guys. Is that perfect for Manchester United?
I think so, yeah. I think as a keeper in general, of course, in Manchester United, the pressure is even bigger, I think. But just try to stay calm, play my own game. I know I have the qualities, I wouldn't be here otherwise. So just believe in myself. The players around me and my teammates support me really much. So it was a really good transition for me, and now I just keep on building, keep getting that confidence. Like today, getting those wins, being important is really important. And yeah, like you said, if I'm in the comparison with Edwin van der Sar, it's always nice to hear. So it's also nice, yeah.
Well played, Senna. Congratulations, and well done on a very good 3 points as well. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. See you.
Benjamin Sesko, the Manchester United hero, to get all 3 points in that 1-0 win away at Everton that has them in 4th, 3 points clear of Chelsea and Liverpool. Reaction from Hill Dickinson on the way, but Michael Carrick, your old teammate, 6 played, 5 wins, 1 draw. And there they are, 3 points clear in 4th.
It's not bad, is it? It's not a bad record what he's done. I said it before the show. The confidence that he's allowed the players to go and express himself out on the pitch. You see it. It was a tough game. It was a tough first half, but I'm sure at half time we would have said, if we put the passes together, if we stop giving the ball away, and at times we can play on the counter attack, because Everton are going to come out there at the home team. They want to come out and show their fans that they're on the front foot. We can get in behind them, and they showed it fantastically well with the goal that they scored, and the 3 new signings combined. But Sesko again was fantastic.
And as you rightly say, it was a different type of performance tonight. Not necessarily the free-flowing, counter-attacks, goals, lots of chances that we've seen in previous games. And they had to dig in as well at the end, didn't they?
They did. I mean, they showed real grit at the end. I mean, some of those corners were bang on the money, right on top of the goalkeeper.
9 corners Everton had in that second half alone.
Yeah, they defended them really, really well. I just think this team is really suited to taking a bit of pressure, hitting on counter-attack. You look at the pace that they've got now. I mean, Sesko's not slow. We'll see later on his goal and the way he sprints clear of Tarkowski as well. They've got pace on the counter-attack, and actually their back four, it suits them sitting a little bit deep.
Well, managers are judged on their substitutions. He made this 57 minutes in, and this is his first involvement.
Yeah, and this is a chance, Steve. Of course, people will say, well, it slipped, there's no shot on target or anything, but this is 2v1. And I don't blame Cunha at all. I mean, the way he commits, the way he uses his speed, it actually turns this chance into a 2v1. If he had just stayed on his feet, he would have actually been shooting with his next touch, or he'd be cutting it back into Sesko. And then, of course, moments later, a similar occurrence, another 2v1. Look at Sesko at the bottom of your screen. Look how quick he is. I mean, he's streaking clear of Tarkowski there. So there's a lot of pace on that Manchester United counter-attack.
There was so much pace on it there. You look, Sesko is involved. He sets the ball off, and then he knows where he wants to get. Cunha plays a fantastic ball to Mbeumo, and I'm not sure whether Mbeumo meant to take that touch back inside, but the weight of the pass as well into Sesko's path was it was ideal for him just to stride onto it, and the finish itself, like you said, the pace that he showed to get away from Tarkowski, and Tarkowski's not slow, but to finish it off in the way that he did, it was just fantastic, and man was full of confidence.
He couldn't have put that on the more perfect blade of grass there in Mbeumo. The right pace, the right angle, everything about it. I mean, listen, scoring goals is a hard thing to do, but that was as easy a finish as Sesko will have all season, really. He could do that with his eyes closed.
It's some turnaround, isn't it? I mean, he only scored twice all season under Ruben Amorim. Since he left, he's had 7 appearances and 6 goals, Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah. Obviously, it presents itself when you're a centre forward because you can see the results, you can see the goal return, you can see the numbers that back it up. But I'd argue that there's lots of players actually that their stats would be right up. Look at the results, look at the performances, look at the clean sheets, look at all the kinds of things under Michael Carrick. There's certainly been a vast improvement. We looked at them before the game, and we can see them now.
But in Sesko's case, is that just a little bit of love, a little bit of someone getting inside his head, obviously creating more chances than perhaps they did under Amorim?
And a little bit of players playing in the right position, and a little bit of Fernandes playing as a 10 and not as a 6, and a little bit of all of these things. Of course it is. Yeah, confidence, players that you're playing with, the way the team are playing at the moment, playing to his strengths. Of course, they all contribute. So I just think that, there's obviously been a big change in formation, back to what they know best, really. And then the players playing in their rightful positions, Kobbie Mainoo coming in, Fernandes going a little bit further forward. And then they've got pace up front. And as I say, the next big challenge for Manchester United, and it'll come in time, it won't come this season probably, but is to be able to go to an Everton and control possession, dictate a game in their half. And to be able to do that against good teams. At the moment, I still see them as being good against the best teams. I think Manchester United almost, they won't admit it, but almost prefer not having the ball for large periods and breaking. That break tonight was perfect. And Everton didn't look like scoring, really. I mean, someone like Harry Maguire, Martinez, Yoro, all of these players, they're as good at defending their edge of the box as any defenders in the country. So it really, really suits them to sit that far back, and of course with the pace on the counter-attack. So everything's looking good at the moment. As I say, there'll be a little bit more improvement needed if they're going to go to the top of the table, but you've got to do that step by step.
And in terms of Sesko, he scored a couple of goals, including West Ham, hasn't started, must have been disappointed, but all 3 goals under Michael Carrick have come off the bench. He's shown that attitude to go on and make an impact.
What something that Carroll's will be saying as well. You just keep bringing the attitude, keep doing what you've been doing in training, and the goals will come. Or okay, you want to start games. Of course, everyone wants to start games, but there's competition for places. And right now, Carroll's has seen a different formation, and he's seeing the impact that he's making off the bench. He's scoring goals. He probably said to him tonight, make sure you're ready. Like you said, the 57th minute he comes on, he has a great involvement straight away, and then he gets the goal. So he was fantastic, and if he's going to keep doing that impact, he'll be on the bench a little bit.